Hello, my friends, and big thanks to all subscribers and moderators, and also a big welcome to all the new members. So, some really great news ahead, and I think it's going to be exciting that you can learn how to win a free reading. So, let's start with some kind of like general info. So, this is a general reading. So that means I don't want the freak out, hey, it's not catered to special me, it's just me, and not every detail of my life is being covered. Well, I'm sorry, sweetie, but this is a general reading. So how I do it, I kind of like focus on everybody of that sign, and also on their ascendant, also on their moon, and also on all the people who might be actually cross-watching. So plenty of people there, so two people of the same sign are never the same. Nothing really beats private reading, so just keep that in mind. Now, what I do suggest is, like, definitely, as I mentioned, to check your sun sign, check your ascendant, check your moon sign. And if you're cross-watching for somebody else, then also check the same, like sun sign, ascendant, and moon, and also their Mars. That's going to tell you their really attitude toward relationships and how basically this is like resonating at this particular time. Now, I really want to also say something else before I go to that great part that you're like waiting for, that this reading, like if you get a private reading, this is like on a double special. First of all, it's only $50. And second of all, you are still taking advantage of the speed up promotion. So it is about 7 days. I'm not going to guarantee exactly the same 7 days because sometimes I have the monthly readings, but within the 7 to 9 days, you get the reading back. If it's a regular reading, you can upgrade it to Russian Urgent, but this is really up to you. So, are you excited? Let's get to the fun part. And one on social media. So, off you go. So, guys, it's very simple. If you're being called to be a winner, you just basically from that nick you send, put your email, and that way we know it is you, and that's all you need to do. In the comments, you give your email, and then you're contacted at that email, and that's all that takes. So, there you go. So I hope to see you on Saturday on live reading, and not only one Saturday but many Saturdays, and many of you are present. So all you have to do is like, hey, I'm here, hi Kat, I'm in Toronto, I am in Arkansas, I am in Michigan. So all you need to do is just like announce yourself, and you have to be present when this is drawn. So this is kind of like a good start, especially for those of you who never had private reading. It's very therapeutic. I'm not fortune teller. I'm actually kind of guiding you through the process, and that's kind of like really easy for everybody, so nothing to be scared of. What I'm going to do the next is I'm going to explain to you how I came up with this Is Your Ex Coming Back spread. This is only for the people who are actually wanting their exes to come back. So I don't want to hear, I don't want an ex back. Just go to the different reading. It's all cool. If you have seen this, if you are a steady kind of like person here, just jump to the reading, see the timestamps below. It took me forever to find a combination of 7 cards that can actually work out and give me the information. These cards are taken from a different deck. They're called significators, and they're going to be identical to every single reading. They're kind of like telling me the category about what they need to know about this particular relationship between you and the person you're asking about. It is only for the people who are, as I said, looking for somebody and want to know more. The magician is going to tell me the quality of this relationship, if this is really a starter, if you cannot go in a different direction, and if this is going to happen. The temperance reversed is going to tell me what is off, what needs to be glued, what needs to be repaired. Is the situation right? Is the person right? What is wrong? And we are going to realize that. Then we have 2 significators. They are interchangeable, either or. You can kind of like pick one. You will see which one resonates more, and also the energy and the communication in between. The Judgment card is our karma card. It's going to tell me, hey, is this supposed to go on? What is supposed to happen here in between everybody? And what do we really need to expect? That's fine designating. And finally, we can make an educated guess to see where is this heading? Where is this going? But again, guys, I did tell you, private reading is private reading. It's only your energy that is involved. So let's start. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your September Is Your Ex Coming Back series. So let's start. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, which would be you, Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and Eight of Cups. Interestingly, that's the card for tomorrow. So this is kind of like somehow the atmosphere that probably is permeating right now, right here. So let me start clarifying this Ace of Cups. I'm starting to clarify my stuff. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. This one might to come out. And this is talking about money. Ace of Cups. It's kind of strange. Let's get one more. And Pleasure Seekers reversed. So this in particular, there is a hope. There is like, I think, a tug of war between the heart and if this is like the right thing for me, because the money card to me suggests lots of secrets. It does suggest that there are other things at play. So it's not only, okay, we are going to kind of like kiss and live happily ever after. It's kind of like also the attitudes that have been very prevalent around this time. Pleasure seekers, be very careful that you're doing that for not right reasons. Because Page of Cups here, reversed, is telling me that something here was not forthcoming. Maybe you're expecting some offer, maybe you're expecting this partner to come back, or there was like something that you expected to be manifested, to be said, and since it didn't happen, you're kind of like a little bit taken with, oh my gosh, you know, maybe I have no choices right now. Maybe I'm just like simply going in just like one direction over here, right? Because like this is like from all the options, kind of like narrowing it down to one. So maybe you're kind of clear on what you need out of your relationship and what you don't want, because maybe you don't want to jeopardize. Is this it's a new word right now? Jeopardize and improvise together. Maybe you don't want to jeopardize yourself, because Queen of Pentacles, when she comes reversed, which is kind of like you guys, it is like talking to me that there is like something off. Maybe this partner is making you feel less than what you are. Maybe this partner is making you feel self-conscious. Maybe you're not feeling pretty enough. Maybe you're not feeling beautiful enough. Maybe it has nothing to do with this partner. It just has everything to do with where you are at a stage, and that needs to be dealt with. Now, it's kind of like really interesting. The partner or the significators is actually willing to extend that kind of like lovey, kind of like dovey thing. The truth is that you're really not sure if this is real, because it does have that sense of, are you doing this for the right reasons? Or even you're asking yourself if you are doing this for the right reasons, right? Because it's more or less, I see that one party here is absolutely standing still, not willing to move forward, but the other one is kind of like moving away. And maybe this also means that this person is lovey-dovey to everybody in basically their environment. The Chariot is definitely a card which kind of like talks about putting this two different sides of life together and dealing with this. But this card, interestingly enough, Eight of Cups, talks about, look, he's walking away in spite of having quite a bit of the cups, lots of cups, and there is like a 7, and then there is an 8. So it is kind of like, you know what they say, I have moved on, and that's this card. Somebody is moving on. So it looks like this person wants to offer you love on their own terms, and this is like what you're becoming very kind of conscientious about. That's all there is. Take it, leave it, take it or leave it, kind of a thing. So let's see where we are heading with this. 3 of Pentacles, whoa, another ace, and it's Ace of Swords reversed, which always tells me truth hasn't been told. And I think you know, this is kind of the weird thing. We always know the truth. Unless you have some baggage from the past, for example, people who have dealt with partners who have been not really very forthcoming, and not to mention cheating and blatantly kind of like really damaged, basically. I really see our love relationships like fabric, almost like silk, and somebody makes a tear at it. It can be slight tear that can be repaired, but it could be like gaping hole. And when we bring something from the past that had either tear or a hole, we are still not whole. And maybe we are asking the other partner to fix it. The truth is, we need to fix it. And this is kind of like clearly showing me over here. It's kind of like what is really interesting to me. And look, you have the 2 karma cards in the spread, and yet another 8 over here. So this is 8, 8, 8. We have 3 8s. This partner here does want to move forward with you in a relationship, but there is like something that is in a way. Whether this is basically they're like married, because Queen of Pentacles can also indicate a married person and somebody who might not even know about what's going on. This also can indicate that they're ready for a relationship, but this is indicating to me that they're also either running away from something or heading somewhere where they really need to look more at the details. Because, you know, sometimes people make this big promise, yes, we'll be together, yes, you know, I have made my peace with this relationship. I don't even know why people would even fish around why they're in a relationship. What kind of like literally cupboards does it take to do that? And I do advise to everybody, if person is in a relationship, separated, it doesn't matter at which point you hear it, you go out. Let them handle it, because trust me, and I have done lots of readings, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. And in this case, also for them, something that maybe has been really up and coming and lovey-dovey, it's going to really, really turn around. And this might be even you telling them, look, like, I mean, slaying your fist down, this is what they want. Maybe there's like something that hasn't been told. Maybe they're kind of like talking with 2 basically sides of their mouth, right? Like one is like, yeah, sure, I want it, but another one is, yeah, like you're realizing that there are certain things that are kind of like lies over here, because the star is telling me that you're losing hope about that. In spite of the appearances, and this is kind of like really bad, at least if a person tells you, no, I don't want it, I am staying in this relationship, or I don't know, like this is kind of like really hard, because it looks like you will always get this answer, no, I really want it, and I love you, and you are my soulmate. This is a karmic soulmate situation, meaning there is like this connection, which kind of like you can taste it, but you cannot put a finger on it. What the heck? And you're like also wondering, why in the world, if I have this connection, there are like all these illusions. So let's check this Ace of Swords, because Ace of Swords is like something that you need to repair, and this is kind of like maybe a sense of going forward. Look, there is this waiting. In the original Vera Sibylla decks, she's shown with telescope, which is kind of like wrongly pointed, and saying this comes back to you. So you're lying to yourself. I think that's what I see. They could be third party in this particular reading, and you're waiting for him to take charge of your destiny, but this person is only taking care of their own destiny. So this is something you really need to kind of like think about, because there are like issues over here that I see. So let's see where this is heading. You guys, we did get out of Mercury retrograde on the 18th, but we are still in the shadow until the 3rd. So look at that. It's the 3rd karma card. So guys, I would recommend your karma reading as well, because look at that. Queen of Pentacles here reversed, Knight of Wands here reversed. So there is lots of reminiscing over here about what has been, what could have been. You're failing to see their actions. this is like clearly telling me, and this is like what is asking you, meditate, pray, not for their return, pray for the best solution for yourself, because this person is getting like also their karma. They're surrounded with karma about something about juggling, something about, you know, things from the past. So this is definitely a past life connection that you have. It is clearly showing, but at this time, this only can amount to kind of like one date, once in a blue moon. This person is more than willing to continue to juggle. This person, you know, this is kind of looks like their way of life. So let's see, what is this about Ace of Pentacles and the fact that you are getting all these aces and the karma cards. It clearly means to me that there are like new seeds that need to be planted, and these new seeds have to be better seeds. With this one clearly telling you, you kind of like have to face it, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to be in front of anybody else. It can be just in front of you. And it definitely will help you build a healthy, better you. So why is this Ace of Pentacles here for Capricorns? I'm going to go to 2 cards. And you're getting the Journey reversed, or the Journey and the Gift. So, well, Ace of Pentacles is a journey, and it is a journey really much in the earth kind of like a way. It is a long-term potential of something, and I really think it's making you kind of like journey, because like when the journey is reversed, because like interesting happens in this card, right? So if the journey was up, I would say you would still kind of like go back and kind of like see what can happen here. But since this is reversed, I think you're realizing that your journey is supposed to be on your own. I think you're realizing and finally facing something. And this is like what the High Priestess does. She's like a really, really smart lady. It's kind of like, you know, when you're talking to the teacher and they don't talk back, but they're just like looking at you, but you're feeling they're looking through you. So this is like something that you really need to develop, because it looks like there was like lots of talking, lots of back and forth, and lots of promises on his end. Yeah, I'm going to get better, or her end, I'm going to get better, things will kind of like work out. But then always something would happen in their life, always something that was always a reason, like almost like looks like to me they could have even played a victim role. You are reminiscing about how the things were, and most people just forget that it will never ever go back to how the things were. Like, we are moving, we are growing as people, and it's the best to look where we are right now. And that's why it's telling you, look at the actions, look back at all the actions, look at how this person could not or did not want to commit. Because are you happy with somebody being there once in a blue moon on their own terms? Because that's a certain way to kind of like really rip that fabric, that make lots of holes in that silk. Because this is really telling you, this is the period of getting to know you, getting to know who you are, and trusting yourself and your instincts, and saying, putting yourself first, versus waiting and wrapping yourself about a person who definitely speaks the good game, but he's not following through with their actions. So let me see. Capri's card. There you go. That's what I saw. New love. Kind of like closing this book, closing this chapter is opening something else up. And this kind of could mean that once when you get it, the very next person could be that long-term thing. And it's kind of like realizing that nobody is a gift. We somehow go in these relationships thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. How come I never met people like this before? Relationships are basically things that we need to work on. It's like building a house, and the more you kind of like get revealed over time. If it's the other way around, that over time you're seeing less and less, you are going in the wrong direction. It is like something to realize and acknowledge. So guys, I hope to see you on my live reading. So I guess, as I said, you will need to kind of like put your email on the live reading, or any comments that you make in order to qualify, so I can kind of identify you when we call you. And your comments about this would be greatly appreciated. I always like to kind of like put things together and learn even more about tarot. Thank you so much, my dear Capricorn. I hope you have a wonderful month. All the best. and you know that I love you.